Nowhere to hide.
Gather! Order guide you!
Delved into destiny. Incoming. Hey! It looks like the Millelith have set up camp to deal with this. There's soldiers and fortifications everywhere. Yeah, let's fight side by side with the Millelith and send those
Halt, you two. No, wait.
Sergeant! What the heck? Have you been doing night shifts in—
I am Feng Jin. Lead, our reports also list you as an honorary knight in the Knights of Favonius. Granted captain-level authority, but now that introductions are out of the way, let's get back to business.
Wait, Keqing's here too? Huh. This situation must be more complicated than—
Lady Yuheng, as you predicted.
Good work, Feng Jin. It's been a while, you two. Let me start by giving you a brief background. For many years, we're still
Yikes! That's— and shouldn't you guys be calling from our—
Please don't worry, Paimon. Still, military action should be taken with precision.
That makes a lot of sense. Setting a—
Yes. Which is why
A few hours. I'm sorry. I would have taken...
Why'd you have to—
you're back early.
Well, there's good news and bad news. The good news is that by examining on... Sound familiar? Thought it might. My sources tell me that, fortunately, the situation never spiraled. This eventually depleted all the information.
Well, that explains why the ley line deposit is bright red. There was one just like it back then, too. Big—
I see what you're doing.
you're
Sure. As you've already known. So unless we target the deepest to complicate things further, things went smoothly at... Meanwhile, the monsters... My verdict is, we need to find some... If they let a squad inside, they could figure out how to...
So to summarize, we have option 2. Understood. I'll need to contact Ning.
Hey, isn't this the—
Sorry. Plus, I don't... So if you don't want to get... Meanwhile, I'll have scouts keep up the... Of course, if you do... And once the ley line disturbance has been brought under control, I will review your record and compensate you accordingly.
Paimon too! Plus—
That looks like I like what I see. Yelan?
Not so fast. Traveler, take this time to rest up and assemble...
Solidify!
Let me scribe!
That tingle?
Fate is upon you! Delved into destiny!
Let's nip that in the bud. Can't see?
Cut to the chase! Speed of light! Shadows of With sword from shadow! Don't blink! Incoming!
Picked. The wrong test subject. Stabilize!
Delve into destiny. Don't blink.
I hear everything.
Solidify! This is order!
Shadows of fate. Decided by destiny. Speed of light. Don't blink.
Rise!
One with the force.
Incoming. Hey. Nowhere to hide. Delved into destiny.
Can't see?
Don't blink.
One with the force. Let's nip that in the bud.
Speed of light. Hey.
Fate is called as such for Ad Astra Abyssas. Ad Astra. Thank you for completing. Ad Astra.
Do you think the others are making good progress? Hope it's all going Hey, look! They made it back as Swamp Flint's! Llama!
All is well.
I ran into Miss...
You seem rather cheerful today, Mr. Flint's.
I certainly am. Fighting alone can get...
We meet again.
Albedo! What are you doing here?
Thankfully.
These two courageously lent me a hand while I was fighting the wild hunt. When they told me they were Servark, and given how people of outstanding talent tend to cross...
So? Who's your travel buddy?
Why don't you come and introduce yourself?
A gentleman of few words, I see.
It's nice to meet you.
Wait a...
That's right. It's me. I'm glad to see you again.
By the way, he says it's okay if you drop the mini.
Yeah, I'm not as mini as I used to be.
Interesting, isn't it? The first step towards blending into human society appears to be reflecting on whether one's name really reflects who they are.
Wow! You look so different!
Thank you, Paimon. And although you're as mini as ever, I understand that diminutives don't always convey endearment.
Wow! You're such a smooth talker now! Paimon could get used to this. From now on, you may refer to her...
Personally, I think our little Paimon is the perfect... When people call her little Paimon, it's just because she's so adorable.
You're absolutely...
She's...
Uh-oh.
Judging from your expressions,
It's getting crowded here.
No need.
Thank you for your hospitality, ladies and gentlemen, but I was merely escorting my friend. I'll be meeting Sandrone shortly, as we still have some things to...
We really appreciate your...
Oh, come on.
I understand.
Oh, this place is...
Are you saying we're about...
As a matter of fact... I overheard your little chit-chat outside, by the way. Though, it looks like we have another new face. Someone else managed to rope in a...
Frankly, you and Paimon are the...
This here is Deansliff, colleague of Teyvat's greatest guide, Paimon, and greatest adventurer, the Traveler. Well, not exactly colleagues, more sort of...
When someone else jumps in to do the announcing, you know you're speaking to someone important.
Let's hear what he has...
Note to self. Once Paimon knows your name, the rest...
When he comes looking for us, it's usually something important.
From the looks of it, you're about to hold a meeting. If I were to say that the wild hunt is our...
As the saying goes, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Though, I can't promise the same for everyone else. Hey, Albedo, think you can rustle up a couple more...
After all this time apart, Grandmaster Varka's first order is to rustle...
Is he being sarcastic?
Hey, he's your brother. Why are you asking us?
I've still got a lot to learn about the nuances of human conversation. Trying to decipher Albedo's way of speaking has been like jumping in at the deep end.
Oh, good point. Paimon gets you now. Don't sweat.
I wonder what's taking Nefer...
Perhaps you should go and check in with her. If anyone can...
I just got back from the curatorium. Besides,
Miss Nefer doesn't strike me as the type to share secrets. And since gathering intel is her special under such circumstances, would it not...
Oh, but it's fine.
What can I say? You have an unrivaled ability to garner people's affection, Miss Moonchanter.
Impressive. She barely fought back at all.
As I'm sure Miss Lauma will realize soon enough, the trick in life is to always pitch in with other people's responsibility.
Another trick is to simply hide in the background.
Spoken like a true...
Anyway, looks like we've got some time to kill before the... Feel free to chat amongst yourselves. We'll get down... Truth be told, I can't remember the last time I was in a meeting.
You're not alone there, my friend. The Lightkeepers also struggle to bring...
I don't doubt that. I've only ever met two Ratniki, one being...
Itlua is a good apple. I'll give him that. He's kind, honest, and
So you're what? A fake Ratnik? Come on, what?
sorry. I'm not even gonna bother trying to hide it. Now,
Let's just keep this between ourselves. Probably.
that goes without saying. Gotta be careful.
Anyone else in the know? Let me.
It's dangerous being too sharp for one's own good, you know.
Then, in the name of the Animo Archon Barbados himself, I swear you're.
When we went for drinks, you said that you and Barbados were practically best buds. In the light of...
Of course. Just as long as you don't go spreading around the fact that I'm close with Barbados.
Fair enough, then. Nothing like a bit of...
Is there something you'd like to
Yeah! For starters, why'd you just show up here?
If you think back to our previous interactions,
You do have a point there. Oh yeah! You'll need to find somewhere to stay the night too, right? Wanna tag along with us?
sure. Let's...
Great! Paimon will hit... and in return, we can get Dainslift to be our very own personal...
If that's what you had in mind, you should have said so sooner.
Oh, okay then. Paimon was up anyway. Since we're all here together, we might as well watch each other's back.
Indeed.
You're both awfully quiet. Why don't I...
Much obliged.
Have either of you ever had your portrait painted?
That sounds like a lovely idea.
I dabble.
He's an excellent painter. Tables, chairs.
I'm flattered.
If I ever get the chance, I'd like...
I'll bear that in mind. Anyway,
Oh, I'd be whatever style feels best to you.
very well.
You can replicate any style
I can try. If you show me a sample.
Thank you. In that case...
Ah, Miss Nefer. You made it after all. But what about Yehoda?
I'm here to give you an update on how things are going on our end.
Not so loud! We're on a roll here. What if she remembers and suddenly...
Did you say something, Mr. Varka?
Huh? I didn't say anything. Right, Flints?
Must have been a frog. They get so noisy around here at night.
Anyway, before we begin, there's a few introductions to make. Let me start by... first up, we have Miss Lauma. As Moon Chanter, she's the leader of the Frost Moon Scions, a local religious community in Nodcroft. Nefer is leading the investigation into Rerer's background, assisted by Yehoda and Lauma. From the little I've heard, they're making some... Over here, we have Mr. Flintz, a Ratnik and guardian of the abandoned lighthouse. In our last operation, for those of you who've never met, this is Mr. Albedo, a renowned alchemist and captain of the Knights of Favonius investigation team. By his side is a new face for us all, myself included, Mr. Durin. Next up, we have the Moon Maiden and former Fatui Harbinger. Then we have the Traveler, who's earned more titles than I could possibly hope to list out, so I'll spare you the rundown. And Paimon, the ultimate travel companion and quite possibly...
Wow! That's a lot of people!
Miss Nefer, it looks like you might have another job coming your way, so,
You think I haven't got enough on my hands as it is?
That would be me, Miss Nefer. I have a commission for you.
And you are?
Who I am doesn't matter right now. What does matter is that I...
Well, it's not as if we never take on anonymous commissions. But in your case, I'll have to decline. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say your job's probably more hassle than it's worth. Something about you
It's my eyes, isn't it?
Conrian, I assume. And what's with the mask? Are you trying to hide your identity? In any case, the fact that you're even still alive...
My name is Dainsliff. And yes, I am from Conria. As I'm sure you're aware, the Raker of Solnari's real name is Rerir. He was once an acquaintance of mine.
Really? Then you must have been quite an influential figure yourself.
You flatter me, but none of that matters anymore. My point was simply to clarify why I have asked Miss Nefer to investigate Rerir's.
So you're both from Conria, and it sounds like you used to be friends. What am I missing here?
I'll tell you everything I know. The history of Conria, the names and identities of the 5 sinners. I remember it all like it was yesterday. I have never spoken openly of this before. But the truth was exactly as people say. The 5 sinners were each driven by their own desires, and it was by playing upon these that the Abyss tempted them to their fall, tearing Conria apart in the process. The visionary, Vedifenir, who wished to foretell the future. The wise, Haroptatir, who sought limitless knowledge. Gold, Rheindotter, who desired to create life. The foul, Surtologi, who pursued supreme strength. And last, but not least, Raker of Solnari, Rerir, Ravager of the Moon. Of the 5, Rerir is the only one who remains a mystery to me. He never harbored grand ambitions, so what changed in the space of a single night? How did he come to fall like the others?
In other words, you're saying that his change came as a shock to you, and you have no idea what actually happened?
That's right.
You mentioned how the Abyss tempted them, which led to their fall. But what did that look like in practice? And what other context can you give me about the events of that time? The more detail you can give me, the better.
Strangely, now that it comes to it, I hardly know where to begin. The fateful night took place during the era of the Eclipse Dynasty. One day, my elder brother, the visionary, Vedifenir, was summoned to the palace by the Vinster King, only for the king to gouge out his eyes and cast him into the dungeons. When I came to hear of this, my fury knew no bounds. I gathered together every ally I thought I had, and together we set a night to storm the palace and free Ved. Centuries on, the memories of that night still haunt me like a never-ending nightmare. We broke through the palace gates, just like we had planned, each striking towards our separate targets. But then, I was betrayed. Even Vedifenir, the very person I had come to rescue, abandoned me and partook of the Abyss's power.
So, it's personal after all. Then tell me, Mr. Dainsleif, what price are you willing to pay? You, of all people, must know that nothing comes for free.
I cannot say what price would be worthy of such a commission. But know this. Rerir was not always a madman. Believe it or not, there was a time when he was just an ordinary man, working for the Conrian Intelligence Service. Uncovering the truth of Rerir's past is the only way to unravel this mystery. But before you decide if you will accept my commission, I will tell you more about him. Enough, I hope, to help you plan your next move.
Sounds pretty good to me. Feels like we just flagged down a random passerby, only to discover he's actually a...
Can I borrow your halo? It could be useful in the lighthouse.
Hey, enough with the wisecracks! Besides, isn't that lamp of yours bright enough already?
Relax. It was meant to be a compliment. If that was a little over the top for your liking, I'll make sure to tone it down next time.
I'll give your proposal some serious thought, Mr. Dainsleif. Let's speak in private once the meeting is over.
Before that, there's a few things I'd like to share.
Now that we've united the hearts of the three moons, your power should be greatly enhanced. But it seems like that hasn't happened yet.
I believe it will take a little longer. You've done so much for me, so I want to be completely honest with you all. Even though I'm doing a lot better now, the truth is, my recovery will likely be an ongoing process. From the moment I was born, my power has been slowly ebbing away. And that is because Tevat has never accepted me. Even with the moons united as one, it seems my rejection cannot be undone. So far, I have yet to find a solution. It may turn out to be a problem that will plague me until the day I finally leave this place behind. Even so, I will do everything in my power to help you drive out the Rayhir of Solnari. As Arlecchino put it, this is not about chasing the spoils of victory. It's just a gesture of heartfelt gratitude.
Kutar.
Defeating the Rayhir of Solnari will be no easy task. While my strength slowly recovers, we'll also need to gather more intel.
Naturally. We should take all the help we can get if we hope to defeat him.
We've considered several viable plans now, but our choice hinges on the answers to a few key questions. Is it even possible to kill Rayhir? What experiences shaped the person or monster he became? And what's he really after? Given Albedo's expertise in alchemy, I think we should leave him to try and answer the first of these questions.
Understood.
As for the other two, I'm afraid we'll have to count on you again, Miss Nefer. Believe me when I say it's not my wish to burden you. But right now, relying on your skills is our only option.
So you're placing all your hopes on me, huh?
We can't thank you enough for agreeing to help us. Honestly, I can hardly believe how lucky we are.
You sure have a talent for changing your tune, Miss Moonchanter. Timid like Yehoda one moment, then flinches insincere flattery the next.
Ladies, please. I must object to your portrayal of me. That's all. Feel free to keep bickering. Just pretend I'm not here.
I almost don't want to leave this room. I'm curious to see how this plays out.
I have faith in you, Miss Nefer. Something tells me you'll stand by us until the very end.
Oh? And what makes you so sure of that? What if I suddenly decide that my compensation is insufficient?
This isn't about the money. I can sense that you've got a deep-seated distaste for Rayhir. And knowing you, that alone is motive enough.
Look at them getting along so well. Like two peas in a pod.
And I'm the one they accuse of insincere flattery. There is no justice.
Miss Lauma, you have to understand something. Unlike you, I don't actually enjoy having everyone's hopes on my shoulders.
Is that right? Well, maybe the fact that I'm willing to put my hopes in other people says more about me than you. But the fact is, I also trust you. And that's because I know that you're someone we can count on.
Anyway, we've got our plan, so let's get moving. Mr. Dainsleif, let's talk. And Traveler, once we're finished, if you've nothing else planned, I'd like you to come with me.
This whole experience is teaching me a lot. For instance, I now know that when other issues come up in the future, I'll have far more luck getting Lauma to convince Miss Nefer than trying to do it myself.
Hate to say it, friend, but that's one of the funniest things I've heard in a while.
Why? You think I've got it wrong?
Quite the opposite. But what makes it so hilarious is how long it's taken you to realize.
Thank you for waiting.
It's okay. We actually used the time to help Dainsleif get a room at the hotel.
That's very considerate of you. Now, I trust you share my curiosity about Rarier's past, and you seem fairly familiar with Mr. Dainsleif already. We spoke at some length after the meeting. He was the one who suggested I should invite you to join this operation. He feels confident that these secrets will be safe with you.
Dane has a lot of faith in us, that's for sure.
Likewise. I appreciate that you got right on board without interrogating me about why I invited you. It shows that you trust me to explain everything in due course.
That's because we know what you're capable of. We appreciate you too, Nefer. You might have been forced to help in the beginning, but this time, it was your choice.
That's one way to put it. Another is this, that once a decision's been made, it's set in stone. After that, my only goal is to see it through. Alright, so here's how it is. I'm going to access Rarier's thoughts again using my confidential method. Now, I'm sure you've seen things like this before on your travels, so you're surely well aware of how dangerous it can be. The reason I've gathered you all here is to ensure my safety during the proceedings. I plan for us to enter the fragment of his consciousness together, and once inside, I will focus on searching for information. Think of this as a diving expedition into someone's brain. If I'm the diver, you are my safety equipment, tasked with keeping me alive while I'm under the surface. Once the ceremony begins, we will all be spying on privileged information. But in the interests of safety, you must remain absolutely silent at all times. We will discuss our observations after the ceremony has concluded. Lastly, any individuals of a weaker constitution are advised not to partake in the ceremony. In any case, Paimon has her own job to do, which requires staying in the room but not joining the ceremony.
Well, good luck, everyone! Sounds like all Paimon can do is cross her fingers and root for you guys.
There's a little more to it than that. I was being serious when I said you have a job to do. While the rest of us are inside Rarier's mind, it's imperative that we have a team member on the outside. In the event that something goes wrong, you will be our first responder. I don't anticipate any issues, but the extra level of safety will be greatly appreciated.
I second that. This is a dangerous operation here, and you're our whole rescue team. That's pretty much the most important job in the crew.
So, Paimon's like the lifeguard? Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, got it.
Good. Please, take a seat. We'll get started momentarily.
So, did Mr. Dainsleif tell you anything else?
He told me that he believes Rarier kept some big secrets in his life. He's not sure that they were the cause of his eventual downfall, but he's asked me to uncover what those secrets were all the same.
But surely you're not planning to go through with this, no matter the cost.
If you think that, you'd be overestimating me. I'm a businesswoman, not a mercenary. But I do have my own professional reasons for taking this job. You think I'd turn down the opportunity to get a first-hand glimpse into Conrian history? No chance.
Well, as long as you don't let morbid curiosity get in the way of safety concerns, we're good. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
You're such a killjoy.
All right, I'm good to go.
All set over here too.
Promise, Paimon, you'll be extra careful beautiful.
All right. Let your whole body relax. We're about to begin. Close your eyes. Phew. Could this be his office? Pretty standard setup. Bookshelves, paperwork, files. According to Dainsliff, Rarier used to be an intelligence operative. Chances are there's plenty of top secret intel stashed away in this room. Is this where you keep your secrets, Rarier? Can't say I'm not looking forward to this. He looks even gloomier than last time. I wonder what's changed.
Today's files are in. Time to wade through them just like usual. Male, 51. Occupation, cook. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Neutralized. This one should be archived under purged targets. Female, 23. Occupation, office clerk. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has maintained frequent contact with other descendants over the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized. Another one for purged targets. Sounds like she was that other man's daughter. Never mind. What's it got to do with me? Male, 40. Occupation, teacher. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has been observed making contact with other descendants during the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized on... Just another nobody for the... Come to think of it, I remember surveilling this man. A case like his never would have been considered a priority in the past. Huh. He barely... Female, 16. Occupation, none. Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has been observed making contact with other descendants during the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized on... Filed. I have no recollection of this girl. None whatsoever. She doesn't seem to be anyone important, but then again, how many of them really are? Female, 13. Occupation, none. Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has been observed making contact with other descendants during the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized on... Filed. Male, 11. Occupation, none. Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has not been observed making any contact with other descendants during the past year. Neutralized. Male.
It's funny, isn't it? Your job is becoming both harder and easier at the same time, depending on how you look at it. Sooner or later, the Crimson Moon descendants will be completely wiped out. But as their numbers dwindle, they become harder and harder to track down.
That's not how it is.
Fortunately, however, Most of the able-bodied adults have already been taken care of. The remaining weaklings will be increasingly easy to deal with.
No! No. My job is to ensure the survival of the Eclipse Dynasty. And the only way to do that is by eliminating any and all potential threats. It's a perfectly legitimate line of every single one of my colleagues can attest to my fairness. And if my friends were aware of the facts, I know they'd back me up too. Assuming, of course, that they were aware of all the facts. Mr. Vedifalnir? It's been quite some time since we last met.
Rerir, I trust you're here because you have some...
Forgive me. I wasn't tuning out, it's just... Tell me. Does someone in your position...
It is indeed within my power to foresee certain things.
I was just thinking.
That isn't a lot. Ever since that day...
Does it feel...
I'm afraid the notion... You fear my son. The burden of
So who exactly...
Or rather...
You're close...
You say that as the...
You are...
Let me offer you some... For many reasons...
Hold on. There's that same black fox.
Wait. His name is Rerir, and he claims to be one of the king's guards.
What did you say?
A cruel irony, isn't it?
Why are you...
Simple. I want you to kill him. You are the...
No, absolutely not. I would never dream of doing such a...
So you'll just stand by and watch him slaughter us to the last? Do not...
The blood of the Crimson Moon? What does that matter now? The dynasty is long... You think that alone is reason enough for me to throw away everything?
Why wouldn't it be? You two were once a child of the Crimson Moon, just like me. Don't...
As long as you promise to abandon this pipe dream of restoring your dynasty.
Persuade the Vinster King? Do you even know why he's so obsessed with hunting us down? Why he... The Vinster King. A blind fool. His eyes clouded by powers from beyond this world. A petty little man with a miser's... If you can't bring yourself to do it, so be it.
The Rehyr of Sol... That really is quite a secret you've been keeping from me, Rerir. But who am I to talk? Love should be built on honesty. But ours? Is it really so wrong to hide things that would only make life harder? If we don't cover up the parts that no one else... Vedifalnir must have known all this. And that's... But I won't just sit by and watch this disaster unfold. No matter who I have to face.
Was that Rerir who just walked past the window? Doesn't it give you the chills that he still takes the same road to work every day? As if nothing ever happened.
Those people at the deli.
Enough already. They're clearly pretty taken by their own disguises, so just smile and play along. Pull the rug from under beasts like that?
But surely you can see he's not the man he pretends to be! So many have died. We're not going to survive this, are we? Thelindis! Are you even listening?
Sorry, Freyther. I heard you, though. He's just following the king's orders. He's a secret agent, and it's his job to hunt down...
By the time you first met him, he'd already taken lives.
No. Rerir has no idea I have anything to do with the Crimson Moon. My family are only distant relatives of the main lineage, and besides, truth be told, apart from my teacher, pretty much no one knows I have any...
But as Orlog said, who could possibly talk sense into that rape?
I'll work something out. Trust me, I'm with you all. Don't forget that Rerir is an Eclipse operative. You need to be... For now, don't come looking for me.
And if anything happens...
If even you can't escape this, what hope do the rest of us have?
I won't speak in his defense. Nor can I give you a clear Here, hold on to this. If an opportunity...
You called that?
I've got a job, and there's still money coming in. But
Another day, another round of assassination training. Training ground is just beyond this hidden passageway.
When you kill a person, doesn't it bother you to end up covered in their blood?
Make sure you have a firm grip on the handle, and choose your angle well. Keep your movements light and brisk, and the prey won't sense a thing.
I doubt that. I bet no one's ever died a quiet death at your hands.
I work clean. No traces.
The king has what he brings. What if someday
that won't happen. The ones I dealt with have always been guilty, and I've carried out my work flawlessly.
It all adds up.
You know why Fernandez is expecting a proposal, don't you? Was it because he didn't trust you?
Delindis, do you still...
Orlog.
The boy who was pretending to sell flowers.
Yes, we did. What about him?
He was arrested to... I just don't get it! After everything he's... Or does it mean nothing to you that people...
No, that's not...
I need to go now, Delindis. They're looking for... If you ever need a place to hide.
Author Thelindis. Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to interference. All subjects of observation that were sent inside have now... No progress whatsoever. Things are getting worse by the day. I have to find it, but... if all this research comes to nothing, what then? But could he really bring himself to... No. Surely...
Why won't you just let us go? We don't even know each other. All we want is to live ordinary, peaceful lives.
You want to live?
Yes. I just want to go on living. Is that really such an unforgivable crime?
You want to go on living. I want to keep living too. To keep living forever. That's why I have no choice but to continue on the path I'm on. If only some savior would suddenly swoop down and change the way the world is. Too bad it's not going to happen. Imagine that. If there really were such a person, you and I wouldn't be standing here like this, would we? Today's files are in. Time to wade through them just like usual. No, I don't get tired of it. It's my job. And not only am I lucky to have it, I'm good at it too. Thalindis? No.
Why? How could you possibly have anything to do with them?
A diluted bloodline. What a fool I've been. Numbing myself with talk of justice. Irminsul. Finster, today it's the descendants of the Crimson Moon. Who will it be tomorrow? Will you not rest? No. This cannot go on.
You're real.
I am. As long as you can guarantee.
Don't worry, I'll be extra careful. But if you let me go, you won't be.
Good point.
No, please! I just want to see the up.
Go on, live.
Yes! I know you're a man of.
If I let you leave, what will become of me? But remember, don't let anyone know you were caught.
Even shadows in the dark must live by a code. But you can't save everyone.
You've been whispering in my ear for days now, Vedifilnir. What are you trying to do?
I only say this because you long for an answer to your problems. Let her go, Rerir, or you risk losing everything.
I will not abandon.
Then you'll need a little more vigilance and a lot more power. The world is changing, Rerir. Keep your eyes peeled for your moment of opportunity.
That voice used to be so unclear. But now I know exactly. He won't tell me how to actually resolve any of this, but he keeps trying to manipulate me like a puppet. Tell me then, what will this moment of and no answer?
So, the Eclipse Dynasty was purging, well, massacring the descendants of the king's obsession with abyssal power left the future of Conria hanging in the back. And it looks like this Thalindis, Rerir's would-be fiancée, herself belonged to a sub-branch of the. It almost defied. And why does Vedifilnir, Dainslif's older brother, keep talking in Rerir's head? The human mind is like a vast desert of shifting sands. When you follow the flow of someone's time for something, we've been inside Rerir's mind this whole time. There's already enough clues on the board to start reading between the lines, and now we can finally begin to put the pieces together. Once we've built up a cognitive profile, we just need to cross-check the logic behind his actions. And then we'll be able to take a sneak peek at whatever it is.
Rerir! Hey, Rerir!
Dane?
Quick, come with me.
Okay. I'll come. But
all right then, but
I've never seen Dane so worked up before.
This is a nice change, meeting you all at this hour. When men and women of ambition can speak face to face in broad...
Don't be ridiculous. We do not fear the day. Why would we seek...
You might ask your blade that same question. The word on the street is that Sertology only strikes when he has an unfair advantage.
If this is your way of offering me replacement limbs...
Oh, we can certainly discuss that. With bioalchemy...
Roptatir. What brings...
Why, Dainsleif, of course. Please, cast aside your apprehensions, Miss Rhindaughter. Whatever the rumors may say,
Well, the Universitas Magistrorum. You're president of the Universitas Magistrorum. The chief royal vice president Veit doesn't even try.
My success is the product of hard work, and, of course, no job is without its gripes. And as for Efter Veit, in missing out on the presidency, he's...
You're all here. I apologize.
You must be Rerir.
Mr. Sertology. Yes, I handled your...
You're clearly a person of substance if you've been invited here. But Dainsleif, you'd better have a very good reason for
It's my brother, Vedalfenir. After he spoke at the court this morning, the king was so infuriated by his words that he had him
Vedalfenir in prison? Strange. I thought the king trusted him and Heropta. Does this mean the king's circle of trust just got even smaller?
It has nothing to do with trust. It's about what the king wants. I simply appease him, because it's in the best interests of the universe.
And also because you're slimy. Vedalfenir, perhaps...
Do you honestly think this is an important discussion to be had?
Dane, what are you planning to...
Rescue Vedalfenir, I assume.
Correct. It will mean storming the palace by force.
That's far too dangerous. And don't forget, Dainsleif, you're captain of the royal...
You've been...
I have no desire to commit treason. But whatever critique the king may have of Vedalfenir, my blade will force the king to...
So, Vedalfenir's prophecy enraged the king. I'm sure it wasn't what he wanted to hear, but if he won't take the extent of his majesty's You have noble ambitions, Dane. But I'm afraid they don't do much for a guy like me. I'm not
A letter of pardon? The chances of the Vinster King issuing a pardon for anyone connected... This black fog, another mystery.
Author Thelindis. Over the course of this week, the research object was research dating back to the Crimson Moon Dynasty. However, there an enormous amount to make matters worse. I am now the only staff member. This is not a wise move. I have always maintained. I apologize if this comes across as disrespectful. But as a moon mare, if we really made it there one day, what would we find? And how would we go about... This is for you. I heard...
The Lindis.
I've heard nothing. You never saw him.
What if he finds out that you pried into his...
Don't be silly. I don't know what secrets he does or doesn't have.
Are you scared of him?
I don't know. The Revere I know doesn't Logically, I should be scared of him. But enough about that.
What's in it?
A piece of the moon. All you need to know is that as long as you keep it safe...
A red moon?
That's right. Our moon.
I promise, the Lindis.
The Crimson Moon bloodline will never die out. No matter how long it takes.
Hurry, everyone, and stick to the plan.
Sir Dainsleif, what are you? Is this... You know what happens to those who betray the throne?
It is the king himself who has betrayed the throne.
If you have any love left for justice in your heart...
It's showtime. Dane and his group will handle the troops in the palace. Then Hraptatyr and Rheindater will My job is to enter the prison and stay safe.
Look after my brother. Draw your blade. It is time for...
Found you. Hello, Miss... surprised? Oh, wait.
I certainly felt some surprise in the moment when I was blinded. Surprise that the king...
I'm curious.
It wasn't a prophecy. It was a word. The king has forsaken all reason in pursuit of his obsessions. I simply told...
But he didn't listen. Worse still, he stabbed you. Dane asked for my help. The court...
Everything is transpiring as I foresaw. Yet I am powerless to change it. I do wonder whether giving a man the power to see the future does nothing more for him.
Forgive my curtness, Vedifulnir, but the king did not suddenly turn on you today. His suspicions... You can't have wisdom beyond the reach of your fellow man without attracting his fear, and there are things the king does not want to see. So, he doesn't want you having visions of them either.
He wasn't entirely wrong. I did
Until what?
Just now.
Well, tonight could go a lot of different ways.
I sense hatred in you. But also hope. A desperate hope that this is not the end. It is the beginning. There are many men of honor. Is that a dagger? Interesting.
With your abilities, I don't doubt that you were able to recover some of your sight. But I also doubt that you want to make an enemy of me right now.
Of course not. We're on the same side, aren't we?
We could be.
But you mean your future?
Yes. And I know I can't abandon the one I love to save myself.
In matters of fate, answers are either right or wrong. What will be and what will not. That is the cruelest thing about fate.
I know it's your voice that I keep hearing in my head, urging me to see. You show me disaster, but you won't show me how to avoid it?
My voice? So, it turns out that we are not so different.
Vedifulnir just broke into the strangest smile I've ever seen in my life. As if...
Very well then. My advice to you is as follows. You must persevere. For as long as you live, your story with Thelindis shall not come to an end. That is the only It is up to you whether you believe my words. Regardless,
I will hold you to your...
Thank you for setting me free. In return, I will tell...
Just then, a strange wave of energy rippled through the city.
If I were you, I would head to the
Universitas.
I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again.
Whatever Vedifalnir said, I didn't catch it. I didn't even help him out of the prison. There was no time. Monsters? Is this my daughter's doing? Or the Universitas Magistrorum? Out of my way!
No more lies. It all falls into place. Can't hide the truth.
Stabilize! Order guide you!
Shadows of... With sword comes shadow.
No more lies. Seek within.
Allegedly, the king installed secret mechanism, but if they were ever gonna activate...
Help! Help! Hold on! Don't let them anywhere near you! Save me! I can't!
That sounded like an explosion. What other means does the king have at his disposal? And given it's a major center of abyss research, anyone over at the Universitas will...
Can't hide the truth.
Solidify!
Let me scribe.
No more lies.
Incoming. Hey!
Can't hide the truth. The deception ends here.
Stabilize!
Shadows of... Speed of light! Nowhere to hide.
No more lies.
Gather! I will have order!
It all adds up. Can't hide the truth. Seek within. I saw this coming.
Can't see? Flowers haven't bloomed yet.
Guided by destiny. Speed of light.
You shouldn't see me like this.
My reckoning. Let's go. I will not... Quiet.
No more lies. Let's see what you're made of.
One with the Force.
Can't hide the truth. The deception ends here. It all adds up.
Shadows of fate!
Quake! Order guide you!
No more lies. It all adds up. It all falls into place.
Stabilize!
Fate is upon you!
Can't hide the truth. The mystery unravels. It all adds up.
Monsters. Oh no. It's no use. The table. Of course. I'm done for. Ah! Stay back. Rear. So the rumors about your work are true.
What? No! Listen, something happened at the palace tonight. We have to leave!
You don't need to lie to me anymore.
What do you mean?
I know why you're worried, and I will respect the decision you've made. But it's okay, because I found a solution. I know how to end all this. You can have it back. The normal life you so desire. But until then, I'm afraid our wedding will have to wait.
Celindus? No, don't do it! Celindus! Celindus!
I told you, Rerir. Let her go. You will find someone better.
No! No, I won't do it! I have to save her!
By what means exactly? A lowly pawn. You lack the power and the strength of will.
Do you know a way? Tell me!
Come to the palace. Join us.
Rerir, thank goodness we...
Step forth and take your share.
You made it.
Not you too.
Hatred or grief, despair, desire. We all have our
Rerir. Rerir.
Celindus?
Were you daydreaming? You still remember, Rerir? That question you asked me a couple of weeks ago?
Oh. You mean the proposal?
Yeah. I'm wondering, where do you think would be a good place to discuss it? Maybe in the garden? Or were you thinking a fancy restaurant?
It's your choice. find you. And then, you can give me your answer.
So that's how... A monster create... Viewing other people's thoughts for too long can get uncomfortable. In a nutshell, the story of Conria is what happens when the truth falls by the wayside. Everyone tells little white lie. His past is filled with sorrow, but the tale of any fallen civilization... Everyone, I'm back.
Never! How are you holding up?
She's fine.
Yes, I'm fine. You will have seen the events of Rerir's life through my thoughts. It's now clear that he is just a...
I mostly agree. There's only so much we can know about him from his However, I would not consider Rerir to be a nobody. He was deeply involved in the events of that era.
Sounds to me like you're speaking in riddles again. Is this you urging me not to...
That's not what I meant. Although I do hope you choose to remain a part of the plan.
Then try to remember that I respond better to the carrot than the stick. Now, as for you, Missy, you were excellent. You stuck to the rules of the ceremony.
Cool! So, can you fill me in on the details?
Patience. You'll hear the whole story, don't you worry. But let's meet up with the others. Yehoda?
Yes, boss!
That's more like it.
Forgive my curiosity, but...
It says I gotta do the annoying stuff that boss is too lazy to do for herself.
Is that right?
If something is in the contract, it's because she willingly agreed to it. Rest assured that the Curatorium abides by the very strictest of labor policies. In any case, I've hardly shied away from... There's nothing I did... Oh
no. Sorry to disturb you, but we seem to have run into some trouble.
Evidently so. Don't worry, I'm not about to leave you to
I'm sorry, what did you hear me say? I wasn't...
Wait, how long have I been
Not long. You just appeared by the door a moment...
Boss, what's wrong?
We've been tricked. We never left at all. Somehow I hallucinated...
Hallucinated?
How indeed. This place should heed my will alone. All thoughts and actions that occur in...
So you control everything in here?
More or less. But yeah...
Has anything like this?
Only once. It was the first time I used the chess set.
Is there any similarity between what happened then?
I suppose my thoughts are a little...
Is there anything I can...
The first clause of your contract clearly states that I only need...
Meaning, you're not feeling like...
Meaning, this is not something Yehoda can help with.
Boss, it's fine.
Oh, listen to you.
What?
Yes, really. Where would I ever find another employee?
Well, anyway, I suggest everyone even though all this chess malarkey, you don't want to dismiss mental fatigue. Just be-
Don't I have the-
If we can find us-
Time to rally, everyone. Follow me. As we continue our journey, the same rules. You have my word. No more lies. This place looks familiar. That's not a good sign.
I wasn't expecting visitors at...
Oh.
There you are! Sinue's been
Oh, yeah? What were you doing just now, Uncle Retinue? Hiding away some more?
What do you mean, loose change? Oh, come on.
Hey, kid. Mind?
Get in his good books? What?
I've written a
A new song, huh?
Well, there's plenty of time and I'm not going anywhere. See that pile of stones? I'll be sitting.
Pile of stones. Got it. Hi, Dad. Uncle.
Ah, there's my little princess. If you'd gotten back just a little sooner.
Spoils of war. Who were you fighting against, Dad?
I was talking about our war against thirst. I went out to fix our water supply problem, and now I'm back.
We have a well again.
That's right. I found a new one and
If it wasn't...
As the chief of our tribe, I'm supposed to be, you know how but things are looking up.
So you're the...
Special ambassador, they call it. It's nothing bad, okay? We've been...
So, do you get it?
Of course.
That's our well, and you know it. You stole from us.
Did you really think you could take our water without permission and get away with it? You're either brave, stupid, or both.
In that special ambassador act? Yeah, nice try. You're a liar and a cheat.
I heard Yehuda gasp, but I don't blame her. Corpses strewn across the ground. The wounds are clearly from scimitars and daggers. There's a handwritten note on the ground.
Halil, this is Sinue. This is my second time writing to you. I assume I'm writing to you because I need some help. That sandstorm the other day, praise the gods. The well of the Eop you told me to write, I urgently need. This is an emergency.
Looks like this letter never got sent. The writer died a grisly death, and the letter was trampled into the ground. What a ridiculous lie the surviving Shimt...
Officer, welcome.
I thought you would at least...
This is the finest wine Aru village has to offer.
The Academia has agreed to reserve a single space for a candidate from your village. But I remain skeptical.
Please, have faith. If not in us, then in our God. The child we found shows great promise. I beg you, take her away from this place. Give her a chance. She showed up here a few days ago, and we took her in. She's...
So, where...
Nowhere special.
What about the rest of you?
Just the one. Correct.
So, no brothers, no sisters?
Any who have slept on a bed of sand, I call my brothers.
Oh, get over here. Sign... Never? You're rather fair-skinned.
Nefer, this term's assignments have been...
Yes, Professor,
Oh? Please, ask away.
Well, I saw the other students
We?
I think what you're saying.
You see? Sharp as they come.
Because of where I...
I'm sorry, Nefer. Anyway, you said you had a couple of questions?
I wanted to check if...
Ah, your family wrote to you. As long as they put your name on the envelope...
Not exactly.
The House of Dane. Whatever you're looking for, that...
Okay, got it.
Oh, don't mention it.
Hey, don't. You're a great teacher. And it's not just...
Oh, my dear child. Don't tell me you've given up on life already.
I haven't. I just think that if you want to... This must be it. Let's take a look. A dilapidation survey. This one was never even up. Who was it? This one... in clinical... This seems like... Wait. The note says... The sender authored this letter while... This next one is addressed to... A few words of protest in recent... However, as well, education as grant... I do hope... and the sender... So this... Whatever. I'm not exactly I don't believe for... Wait.
Greetings, Hali. I don't know. In my tribe, the Shimti tribe. This brings me to my... There was the Eob, and I found a well. When we met, that aside, the last... We have next to no resources here in the...
From the outset, the academia never took you seriously. And you were so... You swore you'd lead us to a better place one day. You liar. You... And who fell for it? Which I think I'll take up. I just came to say goodbye.
Nefer?
I'm quitting. Something's come up and...
Huh? But this was a hard-won opportunity for you.
It was. But, and I didn't want to overfill my bags, so I left some incense. What's wrong? I thought you liked incense.
Isn't this the stuff you brought from your hometown?
Yeah, I lied. It's not rare at all. There's this bunch of ruins near my hometown that are practically over... It's not worth much. Keep...
But Nefer...
All right, that's all
Don't forget me, okay?
Yeah. I lied again. That incense is worth a fortune, and as for remembering her, I have far too... I'll be lucky if I even make it through this alive. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Arif.
So, what does the Academia want? Since they've sent their special ambassador,
Please, sir, lower your blade. You're lucky I'm the one they sent. The ever-shifting balance of power in the desert reduced the once great civilizations of this region.
Huh. So you...
This well is the perfect symbol of your strength, is it not? It used to belong to the Unut.
You're not wrong. But I'm sure you didn't come all...
Of course not. I came to bring you some very good news. Records uncovered by the Vahumana Darshan show that I checked the map.
50 million? No, wait. If these ruins are as important as you say...
Don't get we know far more than you think.
So what if it was?
Don't worry. As unscrupulous as it was, it's something we're willing to... I hope I am...
And I hope your words are the truth. If I find out the Academia is trying to play me, I'll hunt down every one of your people.
You see how I'm dressed, don't you? I appreciate that you've never been to the rainforest. And what does a barbarian like you have to lose anyway? You really think the Sumeru
All right, I take your point. The Academia is the... In that case, we have a deal. We will sell you the excavation rights. I'd like to thank you, Ambassador. This is good news indeed. Excellent news.
Gladly. I am partial to... So let's indulge in a few
Chief! Chief, it's an emergency! It's the Unut. They've...
What? Well, don't just stand there.
Yes, Chief.
I have every confidence in the EAB's military superiority.
What is it?
The Unut's response was alarmingly fast. The day after we reach a deal... I am obliged to remind you, Chief, that the Academia will only deal with the de facto power holders. If you can't...
No! Please, Ambassador, just that well is on.
Glad to hear it. I will wait here.
If there is a traitor, I will find.
Wow. All it took was a few words and I've got him.
So, in summary, Ambassador,
the EAB are ruthless murderers who don't listen to reason. And now they have the gall to interfere in our research. So let me ask you, Chief. If you were the...
Kill them all. Of course.
Precisely. The Academia does not tolerate those who stand in our way. The EAB have held back our academia. At the same time, there is simply no way that the Academia can be seen to be intervening in desert affairs.
We have our own rules out here. If the rainforest dwellers raised arms against a desert tribe, it's...
Right. We can't confront them ourselves, but we can natural allies. Weren't the EAB your allies once? You were quick to send them after us to protect your interests back when... Let me be clear. The Academia wishes to collaborate with the legal...
Say no more.
Good. You see, Dad? Lying is easy when... Look at yourselves. You may be vile, savage the monsters who destroyed my home. They're just ordinary I think we're even now. Maybe I've even done the desert a favor. It's a better place without all these... Oh, Sinuhe. My gullible fool of a father. Perhaps if you'd been as ruthless as I was today, our tribespeople would still be alive, but you couldn't do what had to be done.
Nefer, it's okay.
I believe I remember you.
Yeah, but even...
Yehoda, is there anything you can do to ease the tension?
Alright, time for a sharp turn onto a anyway, that feels like we've been walking forever. I'm getting pretty tired.
Yes, if we can find somewhere to sit down.
It's not far now. There should be a temple just up ahead. Yes.
Really? A temple? I guess that's how things go in the desert.
Desert dwellers can never escape their destiny. Or so everyone says. I never wanted to believe it.
You mentioned a temple.
My biggest trait.
Ah. Then I'm guessing it's where you got your power from.
I didn't know you were clued up.
I'm no expert in the history of Sumeru, but since you come from the desert...
Sounds impressive.
Oh, I know who you mean. General Mahamatra Sino. The spirit of Hermanubis dwells with...
That's boss enough for ya.
Sino's hardly a figure of obscurity.
What about him?
Well, he's not a small deal. Please, this is the bare bone. Thanks for your patience, everyone. I'm sure it's been a lot to
dropping this girl no.
A statue with the head of...
That's Thoth, the Ibis King. One of the 7 pillars. Let's take a look.
It's just Ashru.
So, all is well?
Typically speaking, at this point, the world disintegrates. Then we find ourselves back in the outside world. Besides, these are my memories. There's nothing to fear.
You're sure?
Of course. It's almost over.
Hold on!
Knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Speak for yourself.
How repulsive.
pretty well, didn't I? It's okay. I'm just glad no one was hurt. Paimon noticed you doing something too, Dainsleif. Were you helping get—
Of course. When I asked Nefer to conduct this investigation, I was not— I had a duty to ensure—
Good to know your sense of justice.
I take that to mean that you saw the truth.
I certainly did. And thanks to your help, I also managed to
Whoa, really? How'd you manage—
Well, to be honest, I sensed that something was wrong long before we made it to the temple. By using this fragment to probe into Rerir's past.
But how did he track you through your thoughts?
Rerir was a secret agent who reported directly to the Vinster King. He is an expert.
No wonder—
He infiltrated the chess set, read my thoughts, and built a new virtual chess set inside of it. That's why we weren't—
Speaking of your chess set, it's quite a remarkable item. Would I be—
You overestimate me. I only have a connection with what— You all saw how this came to be. A long time ago, the Eab massacred my tribe, the Shimti, in our home village. A few years later, the Unut and the Eab fought a bitter battle over the rights to a well, all for the sake of The final blow to the Eab came at the victory feast, when an Unut assassin beheaded their— Having gotten my revenge, I returned to my hometown, where to my surprise, the nearby temple was still standing. As I stood there gazing at the temple, I noticed a cat just outside. This cat, as it turned out, was home to the spirit of the Ibis King. This chess set is my gift from the Ibis King. The chessboard within is made to the same specifications as the one in the mausoleum of King Deshret, and with this chessboard in its container, I gained a certain ability to perceive hidden secrets. Now, you could conclude that the Ibis King simply wanted to give the people of this world the power to seek the truth. Every god plays favorites. Their hearts are as fickle as any human's.
It is the same with all powerful forces, including fate itself.
If you're alluding to the Abyss, then yes, I gather the others. It's time to share everything I've learned. Thank you all for being. As promised, I did the Raker of Sol.
So that's why he's so obsessed with the moon.
A tragic tale, to be sure. But, no matter how much Rerir suffered in the past, the fact remains that he is what we know today as the Wild Hunt, wreaking havoc upon innocent lives in Notcry. He becomes more dangerous with each passing day. If left unchecked, it is simply a matter of time before all of Teyvat suffers the consequences.
A question for Miss Columbina. Forgive me if this is presumptuous, but have you ever seen the spatial gateway that appears?
Never. But I have heard stories of something called the Moon Gate.
Miss Lama?
In the lore of the Frost Moon Scions, the moon is believed to hold many secrets. The term Moon Gate is one I have heard before. But
Then back to Miss Columbina. As a moon goddess yourself, do you have—
Not at this stage, sorry. I do hold the power of the Frost Moon, and my strength is recovering well. I can sense that the gate would open up—
But there's more to the power of the Frost—
Yes. A moon goddess has the right to open the Moon Gate, since it is a path to the moon. But as Nefer mentioned, holding open a spatial gateway takes a huge amount, and right now, I need to conserve my energy to fight the Raker of—
I agree. Better to save your strength. But if you'll humor me for a moment, I have a bold conjecture of my own regarding the world. I highly suspect that neither Tholindis nor Rerir made it through unscathed. The evidence pointing to this is the fact with the abyssal power he wields, no ordinary foe can touch him, let alone tear him to shreds. And yet, the Wild Hunt proliferates wherever he—
So your theory is that Rerir was physically torn to shreds by some powerful force? Hence, what—
Makes sense to me. Explains why the Wild Hunt is so—
Without the power of the Abyss on his side? he almost certainly would have perished the moment he was torn apart. But
I could not agree more. The power of the Abyss is...
It is a compelling explanation, and one that accords with my present understanding of Abyss creatures. Whether the life form in... This raises some interesting questions. I will run... That being said, regardless of whether my research bears fruit, I would like to thank...
My pleasure, Mr. Albedo. I too hope that the information I have shared today proves useful as...
Hey! What is it, Dainsleif? You look really upset!
It's just... When I think of the man I once knew...
The two of you used to be friends, didn't you? I don't know if these words will bring any
Mine too. We can never know all the hows and whys of the way things are.
Those are the first comforting words I've heard in a long time. Thank you, both.
Well, I think this is a good place to end today's meeting.
That's very thoughtful of you, Lama.
Of course.
Sounds good to me. Take some time to rest and digest before we reconvene to nail down a plan. Hey, is this a bad time? Hope I didn't kill the conversation. No need. Come on, let's talk outside. Anyway, Nefer went back to the curatorium to get some rest, but before she left, she shared some things with me that I thought you should be aware of. Firstly, although she managed to trap the Raker of Solnari inside her chess set, there's no guarantee that the power of the Ibis King is any match for one of the 5 sinners. Their powers are beyond our comprehension. It's only a matter of time before he finds a way to break out. We have to come up with a plan and take care of him before that happens.
Honestly, my mom figured that might be the case.
Well, I asked her that same question. She talked for a long time, but for the most part, it seemed like she was trying to convince me how precious her chess set is. What a long and storied history it has. It felt like some kind of sales pitch, you know? The kind where you end up handing over Mora against your will? Anyway, after all that, she finally answered the question. 2 days, at most.
2 days? Holy moly! Can we even recruit enough help in that time?
That remains to be seen. Which brings me to the second issue. Dainsleif is obviously conflicted about this whole thing. But given how little time we have, there's no way we can pull this off without his help. You have some history with him, right? Do you think maybe you could talk to him for us? Great, I appreciate it. Alright, on to item 3. So, Albedo, Duran, and I put our heads together and came up with a plan. Can't promise it's gonna work yet, but at least it's a start. We figured we'd bounce the idea off you first. We'll explore it further once everyone's recovered.
Oh, Paimon's dying to hear this.
Alright, so, here's what we're thinking. We felt a little uneasy.
Roping us in? Why would you even say that? We know the stakes here. It's all of us against...
I choose my words very intentionally.
Sir Varka.
I'm all ears.
I think we can be more flexible with how the roles are allocated. In my view.
I see your point, yeah. But if that's how we're going to be clear, I don't doubt your abilities. Far from it. I just want to make...
I want to do everything within my power. The Raher of Solnari is a truly fearsome...
Well, that tracks with what I've heard. Jean's mentioned in her letters that you're so diligent it's almost abnormal. As in, most people weigh up the risks and rewards in situations like this. But you seem to just march towards danger without a... Of course,
Thank you.
I should be the one thinking...
This is a thorough plan, but I do.
Great question. Albedo's been hard at. Firstly, from the Earth. Secondly, he seems to have a particular. Thirdly, finally, and most importantly, turns out we tick both of those boxes. We have a reincarnated Moon in our ranks, and a spy who accessed his private.
As someone who's had their fair share of interactions with the Wild Hunt, though.
Understood. Then I will defer to the verdict of the group.
Well, everyone, that's the plan in full detail. Albedo and Durin are carrying out their part as.
Plan approved.
Okay, any firepower you need, I got you covered.
The Frost Moon Psyop.
And the rest of you? No objections? All right.
Wait, we can still back out of this?
Everyone says things they regret, right? I don't want anyone feeling.
A very people-first approach.
Heh.
Shh. We don't use people's real names at work. This contact will be known only at.
This plan can only work if everyone does.
We shall indeed. Also,
It's not often I get called Dory in a work context. So, the longer your name, the higher your net. In that case, Mr. Flint's here must be worth a fortune. That's right.
the walls are thin here. I'd appreciate you keeping that as.
Okay, fine. I'm actually.
Oh, does this mean someone out there actually has the power to boss?
It most certainly does not. We have a long-standing and mutually beneficial business partnership. She's said Mom supplied me with a great little trinket, but now that lady's ruined everything.
Okay. So what exactly?
It's a lucky charm that a great mage made for me. We have a business relationship, and she was worried that something bad might happen to me. I finally got it all fully charged up with Kuvaki, and then never went and used it all up at once.
You're right. It was all my fault. I didn't mean to drain all the
You will?
I knew you'd say that. Well, it's yours if you want it.
You're putting me.
It's a very useful thing to have around. But I have a funny feeling it won't be around much longer.
Looks like they.
Hey, don't be so pessimistic. See this through and you never know.
Come on, enough procrastinating. Let's go. Dory! How are things going? Feeling...
Oh, I was born. Don't forget. Ta-da! See? It's right here.
Ah, it's so pretty. Did you make it?
No, I have a supplier.
Aha! No wonder you were talking about Lucky Charms at the meeting.
That's not the full story. Mage Alice once warned me that this world won't... I passed this on to the Dendro Archon. Anyway, point being, it was the Dendro Archon who asked Kaveh to build this little Took him long enough. He stressed over it for ages. Must have gone through at least a dozen designs before Marak delivered it to me a couple of days ago. I'm so nosy.
Surely,
Could be. Anyway.
Fair enough.
Or either way. Huh? What does...
Paimon's just...
Well, there are always gonna be times in life. Alice has been a huge help, and more than that. No one... Oh, that? Don't be thinking it was my priority.
All right.
I do say so, and that's the whole point. Oh, and could you two help me get this stuff where it needs to be?
Traveler, Paimon, it's good to see you.
Everything going
Per the plan.
What?
That depends on your
harmless.
The Wild Hunt is an interest, Master griped. I don't think it's a strength. Perhaps the only Oh, sorry. Back to our research findings. You could think of this, unfortunately, Matt.
Oh, that's terrible.
Miss Columbina's it's as if her
Given the circumstances, time to kick off.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot. This is for you. Dory asked.
Ah, how wonderful.
I'm sorry I won't be there to protect.
All right then.
Miss Lauma, is everyone here?
Yes. The fate of my flock is in your hands, Grand Master Varka. Please keep them safe.
My lady, what are you saying?
Within the next 24 hours, we will face the biggest crisis the world has ever seen. This is not a burden that we deserve to bear, but I believe that we reap what we sow in this life. So I intend to act. I must do what I think is right. For me, that means fighting for the future of Nodcry. This gentleman is the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, Varka, Knight of Boreas. In my absence.
Hey, everyone. Guess I should introduce myself. Well, to start with, I know my way around a battlefield. Biggest strengths are honesty and hard-workingness. Anyway, point is, I don't intend to let Lauma down. I'm gonna do everything in my power to keep every last one of you safe and sound.
Something on your mind?
Miss Columbina, was it? I believe that's how the others addressed you.
That's right. Names are funny things. Have you always been called Dainsleif?
Yes. I take it your own name has a more complicated history.
I have a different relationship with names than other people. To be honest, I'm not even sure that Columbina is my name. At least, not in the same way that Dainsleif is yours. But it's what everyone calls me, and I go along with it. A lot of my life has been that way. I get so used to things that I forget to question why they are so. I never used to think much about where names come from, or what they mean to people. Maybe something's wrong with me.
You're different from other people. I sensed it the first time we met.
You're more perceptive than most. I'm sure your long life and rich range of experience explains that. Do you ever find yourself missing Conria, Mr. Dainsleif?
Difficult to answer. I have dreamed of the past many, many times. Sometimes I'm fighting tooth and nail. Other times I'm lying on the ground, defeated. I don't recall any happy moments from that time. It has been too long.
Is that because hatred survives longer than love and affection?
That would not be for me to say. I make no excuses for the grudges I bear. But whatever the reason, I remember little that was beautiful or sentimental. Thank you for your help with the Rerir situation. Without your efforts, I never could have learned the hidden truth of his story.
You're welcome.
Friend, he betrayed me. And I never really understood what he was going through in life.
Okay. You see, you're torn. Now you know it really—
I need some time.
Of course. I completely understand. Actually, I went through something similar myself recently.
You mean the Harbingers who still support you, even though you—
Yes. I always thought they were only helping me because Harbingers are forced to work together. But then I abandoned— and even now, they still support—
Clearly, they view you—
I feel a little guilty now. I see the guilt that you're feeling now, because I feel it too. Have you noticed that the Traveler and Paimon are over there?
Huh. Shall we say hello?
Sure. Hello. Ah! They caught us!
I apologize for making you worry. No doubt you wish to know where I stand on the plan to take down the Reihir of Solnari. I'm afraid I need a little time.
You will? Oh, thank you so much!
They needn't be. This was something that I was going to have to face up to eventually.
That doesn't matter to them. They're great. You can't control their gratitude, so just accept it. It's nearly showtime! Let's go rendezvous with the others. You know the place.
Ah, you're earlier than I expected.
Hey, Flint's! Been waiting here long?
Not too long. I came a little early so I'd have some time to think.
Are you nervous about the battle?
Quite the opposite. I'm reminiscing on my past battles. When I was awakened by the Radniki, I had not touched a weapon in many years. I felt, but after waging war against the Wild Hunt for so long, my restless—
Oh, that doesn't sound like such—
Well, in the past, when I was a Fae but it certainly serves me well here in the present. And I am delighted to be able to join—
Looks like I'm not the first to arrive.
Ah, Miss Lauma.
Did you sleep okay last night?
I struggled to settle down at first, because of the nerves. But don't worry. I got enough sleep in the end. I'll be just fine. Please, I'm just doing my part.
Never! Over here!
Aino asked me to relay a message. She said Anefa will be on high alert and keep a close watch over all secondary— Meanwhile, Aino herself will provide range support to us directly, using her latest invention.
Excellent. My thanks to all involved.
The chestnut's looking a little unstable.
It won't hold him much longer. We should be prepared to engage.
No sense sitting around waiting. Let's make the first move while—
I agree. Paimon, find a safe hiding place.
Got it! Be careful, Traveler!
I will.
Everyone, take your positions as soon as every ounce of strength we have.
Ready?
Let's go. I've seen all your futile ploys before. You have become the authors of your own demise.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
You are merely a moment of sport before I tear down the moon.
Stay on your toes.
Yep, you too.
Can't hide the truth.
Let me help you guys.
It all adds up.
It's all futile. Hunt it down.
Observe.
Moonlight
Close your eyes.
betrays you.
Be silent.
Move. The moonlight
One heart.
betrays you. Move.
Observe. To dusk. Be silent. Observe. Night falls.
The moonlight
Can't hide the truth.
betrays
Seek
you.
within. It all adds up.
Observe. Close your eyes. Observe. Night falls.
It began with the moon, and so shall it end.
The moon will protect you.
Close your eyes. Observe. Steady now.
On here, moonlight, when great it be as you foretold.
Have I brought this on myself?
It all adds up. No more lies.
You're not welcome here. The long sleep beckons. Observe. Be silent. Are you quite finished?
By the frost moon of old, you poor lost. Stay your hand.
Can't hide the truth. It all adds up. Can't hide the truth.
Are you quite finished? Close your eyes. To dust.
Moonlight
Observe.
betrays you.
Close your eyes. Night falls.
Forest, protect us.
Moonlight betrays you.
Seek within. It all adds up. No more lies.
For the everlasting forest.
Observe. Night falls. Steady now. To dust.
Hunt them down!
Close your...
The mystery unravels.
Hunt them down! Move! Your little game of heroics is over.
Moonlight.
Great wants to go first.
Moonlight.
Betrayed. Now, get out of my sight!
No! We've been separated!
Take!
You okay?
Nefer, where are the others?
Stuck outside the barrier. I guess he really doesn't like us.
I told you before. Knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Be careful what you wish for.
Lama! Can you hear me?
Silence.
The voices are gone. But at least I know they're still there. I need to focus. Stick to the plan. Remember my most important task. Just keep stalling. If I can stall him for long enough, the moment will come. Bombs away!
No more lies. It all falls into place. Can't hide the truth. Seek within.
Go! Shield's broken. I can't keep this up.
Don't push your luck.
Destroyed.
Absurd. It all adds up. Let's see what you're made of.
Water jet! Wipe out!
No more lies. The mystery unravels. It all adds up.
Go!
No more lies.
Death is within my grasp.
Go!
It all adds up. The deception ends here. Can't hide the truth. Curses. There's no other way.
The only way to defeat Rarer is to balk. That means Columbina will have to disappear while you two bear the brunt of his attacks. You have to hold on. Find a way to...
Nefer, your eyes are bleeding.
Soon you will be powerless to resist, and then I will reduce
But that dust will plague your memories. Come on, keep...
any other tricks up your sleeve, as entertaining as they are.
You don't fool me. I see your fear. I have to stoke his rage. Make him unleash every... You fear what you could never defeat. You fear you cannot win the fight against fate.
Is that what... Well, now...
you fear the sound of your own name?
Is it us you hate? Or is it what you've become?
Let's see what becomes of you! What's happening? That power. I've seen it before!
His power is on another level. We'll need to use an alchemical array to convert his power into a usable form. Then quickly channel it into Columbina, rendering her powerful enough to compete with him.
I'll join you. I can help. If I release enough abyssal energy into a confined space, it'll create a potential difference, allowing us to extract a huge amount of elemental energy. Next, I'll synchronize with everyone's minds using Pyro, then give you temporary access to their abilities and fields of view. But it won't last long. Can you see?
Well enough.
So, we have a student of Gold Rhine-Daughter in our midst!
How about that?
You use my own power against me?
Just like how you stole Kuvaki. Look familiar?
Don't you realize? You don't have the power to hold that gate open!
I don't, but someone else does.
Goodbye, Rerir.
We won.
Nefer, how are your eyes?
They're fine.
It's not too late.
Let me handle it. Miss Nefer, it's not like you to lose your composure. That was the most reckless thing
Reckless how? The situation was critical. Our lives were at stake.
Even so. Okay. I guess you're right. Under the in business terms, I suppose that's a huge return.
I'd be hard-pressed to argue otherwise.
Still, I don't like this outcome. And I don't want you to lose your... People suffer when they make sacrifices they shouldn't have to make. Whether that means faith, strength. I had hoped you could win without sacrificing so much as a single hair on your...
Thank you.
All done. Don't try and open your eyes just yet. We'll see how you're doing in a couple of days. Until then, I'll send full details through Yehoda. For now, just get yourself home, relax. My dear friends, we have fought bravely and achieved a spectacular victory. A dark cloud has been lifted from the skies.
The moon will remember this day. There's something I want to let you know.
What is it?
When Durin connected everyone's minds so I could access their powers, I also felt everything they felt. And since Nefer's eyes were injured, my eyes are hurting now too.
Hold on.
I only feel the pain. There's no actual damage.
You're right. There's no damage. But I must say, I'm surprised to hear the Kuthar share something like this with me. In the past, you never used to open up about—
Things are a little different now from how they were.
Friends.
How are you feeling? Any aches and pains? Did you sleep?
I'm doing all right, Paimon. No need to worry about me.
Phew! Well, that's good. Paimon's been sitting on the edge of the bed worrying about you for ages.
Glad to hear you didn't starve.
Well, it wasn't the same without you there to share it. Honestly, Paimon just can't relax when you're not your usual self. She couldn't enjoy the food and settle down to sleep.
Well, I'm back to normal now.
Oh yeah, and Albedo swung by earlier. He said to tell you to head to the tavern when you woke up. Varkrid, he also dropped off some medical supplies, but you seem fit as a fiddle. If you're feeling up to it, let's head over now.
Noisy here.
We're here!
Traveler and Paimon! Perfect timing! We were lit.
How are you feeling today?
Much better. Thanks.
Relieved to hear it. If that changes, just let—
Yep. We're here for you.
Oh wait! Where's Nefer?
How are her eyes?
Nefer's right over there. I'm sure she'd love to catch up with you.
Traveler, Paimon. Turns out that moon chanter has some real talent after all. My eyes were mostly recovered after just a couple—
Yeah, but you gotta be careful. Lauma says not—
Yes, thank you. I'm well aware.
Yehoda, could I borrow you for a moment?
Oh, sure. Did you hear that? I gotta go help Lauma for a second. You guys chat among yourselves. I'll grab us some drink.
You bet!
Sure thing!
The Raker of Solnari. No, definitely a snake. Anyone who seeks revenge out of hatred for other people has become a snake. That's something my dad used to say. Perhaps. I'm sure it sounds like a very wise and open-hearted perspective to your ears. But what else is left when everything you depended on in life gets stripped away? If you're worried about me, you can nip that in the bud. I'm not someone who gets stuck in the past. It's just— I suddenly feel like I was wrong to call my father a liar. He was just a fool. Oh, Father. How much better things could have been if you were a skilled liar. Look at the Ibis King. Thoth is a fiendishly cunning liar. And yet, strangely, he feels more like a father to me than my real dad ever was. He's never brought it up, but I'd bet he feels the same way. Why else would he give me the power to perceive the truth, while at the same time training me in the art of Well, King Deshret banished him to Aru, which is essentially a prison, and posed 3 questions to him. His response was to take on a physical form and approach me, hoping that I could become his envoy and search for one of the... Did he really think I'd fall for that? He's stuck there, so that's enough for you to decide. He's a prisoner, and he was scared. So he decided to perform. He lives in fear because he's a deceiver. How is Rerir any different? You can't... It's preposterous. Yet I can't... They say that a liar's soul is the most worthless thing in the world. What do you... Good. If you ask me, for example... So be it. They have sharp ears. I can't keep anything from them. Wow, is that what it looks like? Well, when you find yourself in a situation you can't control, if you understand what's at stake, very good.
Oh, wait! Now that after all that build...
Huh? Am I...
So, that close colleague who stayed behind with you?
Don't know, don't care. I get more normal human interaction, although, now you mention it.
If he's disappeared without a trace, he won't lie low for...
Lord Sangama Bay. How lovely to see. I must thank you for the device you provided. It was an enormous help. Would I be right in thinking that it was developed by...
Why come and ask me when you clearly know already?
I mostly came to
That's more like it. A little gratitude goes a long way with Lord Sangama Bay. Play your cards right.
The chance to work with such a kind and charitable investor as yourself.
Huh? Charitable? Who said anything about...
Let's see. The first plot of land you purchased in
Stop! What do you think you're...
It's nothing to hide from. They're all perfectly legitimate investments. And some of the land you purchased was with the intent of building a sanctuary?
How...
You're a curious case, Lord Sangama Bay. But I'm afraid no matter how hard you try to keep things under wraps, where... You did it for Sumeru.
It was empty land that was gonna go to waste otherwise. I figured if I built something there, it might at least get some... Disasters are capricious things. They strike without any warning. My elder sister used to dream of finding a sanctuary. Somewhere with plenty... It was something I looked into. But after discussing things with the Dendro Archon, the tech people handled the tech, and Moneybags provided the Mora. It just made the most sense.
It's a pity that so few people know the truth about you. Everyone says that you view everything in terms of Mora and...
So? What's the problem with that? Everyone wants to be rich. It's human nature.
But surely you have dreams of your own beyond...
You don't get it, do you? My dream is to invest in other people's dreams. And... just thinking about it makes...
Thank you.
For the...
And the pendant.
Oh, that. I was just returning it.
Seems like we've both been away from home.
Yeah. So long that I barely
That would be your mother,
Yeah, though it's been years since my sister passed away. It's not like I want to forget them, obviously, but memory can be even more ruthless than the most calculating. My sister can't help me now. Slowly but surely, her face is fading from my mind's eye.
Not everything will fade. When loved ones pass away, the beautiful...
Yeah, that's true. If you ask me...
Well, that, plus...
Oh, absolutely. I have tons of Mora, a big beautiful house. You've got a lot going for you too.
boss of the Curatorium of Secrets? I'm sure there's...
I appreciate the vote of...
How have you been holding up? Any adverse reactions? If you start to take a turn...
You don't need to worry about me, Grandmaster. I'm fine.
What?
You played an indispensable role in the battle for Nodcry. Sometimes, when people praise you, it's because you deserve it. The best thing is to...
Let's do a quick demonstration. Albedo, that was an incredible feat of alchemy!
Thank you. I can't take all the credit, though.
See? Did you catch that? A masterclass...
Okay, yeah, I did work pretty hard.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, look who's bounced back! Looking good, Traveler!
Seems like you've recovered. You won't need to take any more medication.
Can I get you a drink?
Huh? You know how to order at a bar now? You sure?
Handling a drinks order is ridiculously simple compared to alchemy. Don't worry, I'll blend into society yet.
Paimon believes it! You're clearly a fast learner. To be totally honest, though, Paimon didn't quite follow all the details when...
Don't worry, that's completely understandable. Unless you're a student of...
To put it in the simplest terms, we saw how our enemy... When facing an enemy you have no hope of defeating, so, instead of looking for a way to overpower him, we decided to help Columbina. For this to work, we had to act for added security, the alchemical array, that power, and...
What surprised me, given his history with Rerir, he had every right to sit this one out. But we're extremely grateful for the decision he...
It must have been a painful choice to make. But I'm sure that making it...
Absolutely. He was torn between two paths, but in the end, he made his choice and stuck to it Anyway, however you cut it, everyone gave a stellar performance.
That's the only reason. Yes. I've thought a lot about it. And I've realized I think this is very important. So I felt... Well, this is a new one. I'm so moved. Do you not want to be friends with me? Or is it that you prefer being co-workers? What is this, Columbina? Are you deliberately testing my patience threshold? Right now, my politeness module... If your politeness module was active, wouldn't you say the word please at some... Polonia! Please, see... Will you still invite me to your next tea party? Yes, I think you will. Bye-bye, dear Sandrone.
Last time, the Wild Hunt escorted you out. Would you rather I handled...
We just wanted to, you know, see how...
Why? Out of concern for my safety? I hope you didn't seriously think...
Mostly because you kind of helped us out, so we just wanted to check you were okay. Looks like all your robots are fixed, huh?
Oh, don't you worry about that. Tea time is already a write-off. If you're in the mood for tea, go ahead and help yourself. Otherwise, my coasters are still missing in action, though. Use this notebook instead.
Whoa! Pretty hefty notebook.
You can ignore those. They're just dumps. I doodle and write in my free time. Sometimes I remember the distant, dreamlike past. And other times, I grit my teeth and note down all the crazy nonsense going on in the present. Trying to predict the future is like daydreaming. And writing about the present just makes me furious. The past is my favorite. If nothing else, it's already set in stone. Huh. Although, having said that, the only vaguely interesting memory in my past is probably who else? Pretty much all the Mecha and Fontaine are...
Wait, are you saying you know him?
I mean, I guess we were Yep. In fact, I'm probably the only normal person left who knew him. We used to chat occasionally back when he was still around. Before he passed away, he asked me to destroy all his... I honored his request. But I did read through everything first before... I couldn't let the genius of Lord Artificer Alain Guillotin disappear like that.
What, so...
I just told you, Alain's work was like, not that there's anything bad about. Anyway, while we're on the topic, Alain Guillotin had two close buddies, Renee and Jacob. They were all quite competitive, so there was some rivalry between them. But beneath the friendship and the rivalry ran something deeper. Unfortunately, childhood would end. The prophecy would come true, a mad dream that would normally only capture the minds of lunatics. And if Renee and Alain had been people of lesser wits, that dream would but alas, they were some of the sharpest minds around, the first of them to fall. Against Alain's wishes, he persisted in experimenting on a mutual friend of theirs to try and save their life. Alain did not approve, and it's complicated. Alain, perhaps the seed that would grow into a nightmare had already sprouted in Renee's mind. Even the next time they met, Renee's soul had been completely engulfed by the... And although that wave died down eventually, I hear that it just recently came back with it. As I understand, Renee wanted to live out his dream of salvation once, but I'm told that the attempted research... What do you think of Renee? Do you admire his transcendent genius? Or do you despise him? Same difference, really. Doesn't surprise me. The only difference is, I don't like Fnatic. Maybe I could. Anyway, that he managed to put a stop to the first storm whipped up. To his credit, I suppose, the loss of his family and friends was purely after that. The only thing supporting his work was, but although the design, I think that formulas and yet Alain's intellect was simply, once he realized that the end of his life was approaching, he finally accepted the truth. The Nazissenkreuz Institute needed someone, and a human being, to see its story through to the end. He quit working on his formulas, trading them in for the fairy tales. He told me that the director, I think that all he wanted at the very end, he laid down to rest in the ruins of the former Nazissenkreuz Institute orphanage, while the Fontaine Research Institute he had founded continued tirelessly with its work. Many years after that, tensions over competing dreams would once again cause a rift, this time between members of the Fontaine Research Institute. But the actions of those fools had nothing at all to do with Alain. And that is the story of two people from the Nazissenkreuz Institute. One went all, the other saw... Even the grandest tree starts as a tiny seed. They were young, or maybe, but instead, do you think the desire to save one... He gave the... No elaborate. All right, tea time's over. I owe Arlecchino a favor for telling me these stories. I'll have to bring a whole... I'm gonna go tinker with Polonia. Exit hibernation mode. Begin...